Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. So, this is my original Nintendo Switch. You can probably see the condition straight away. It's got minor cracks and it looks worn. I've had this Switch since launch. It's definitely showing its age and it has been for years now. But it still turns on. It still loads the games that I want to play. So I'm still using it. Even with the condition it's in, I still play it pretty often and I refuse to upgrade to the Switch 2. So when it's not working on handheld mode because my Joy-Cons have an issue with them, if the left one isn't working, the right one is. If the right one isn't working, the left one is. I use it with a third-party controller. But the issue with that is it doesn't work with all games. So that's an issue. These are the games that I've kept on my Switch. Pokemon A to Z Legend, Animal Crossing, Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and Nintendo Switch Sports, and the rest. Bangers, absolutely, maybe not Nintendo Switch Sports, but the rest, absolute bangers. Zelda, Breath of the Wild, AAA game, and one of the greatest games ever released on the system. Fair, we agree on that thing. But here's the thing, once you look past the big titles, the Switch library just feels so empty. For a console that's been out for this long, the great games feel apart. A lot of the games these days on the Switch, they launch glitchy, overpriced, and to me not very impressive. And many of the Pokemon games can go on that list. And with no backwards compatibility for DS games, it misses that huge library boost that older handhelds had, which makes those older handhelds, for me, more attractive right now than the Switch, and especially the Switch 2. Now, for me, the biggest problem with my Switch are the Joy-Cons. They disconnect constantly on handheld mode, and I do want to play my Switch on handheld mode. Don't want to hold a massive clunky controller around, so that is an issue. And if there's any reason for me to upgrade, it would be for that. But I use it on docked mode anyways, where it works perfectly fine. So yeah, that's how I play my Switch. But otherwise, I'm not that impressed with Nintendo. I grew up on the PSP and the DS. But for me, even after owning the Switch for years, it never really hit the same. Those older handhelds had huge libraries, solid feeling hardware, and more depth overall. Compared to that era, the Switch has always felt a bit lighter, a bit thinner, and in terms of overall experience, just more shallow. So when people ask me why I'm not upgrading to the Switch 2, it's simple. My Switch is broken, but still works docked. The games that I actually enjoy still run fine, or I've played them already, so no need to play them again. And the Switch 2, it doesn't really change anything for me. Even if the Switch 2 comes out with upgraded versions of those games that I've already played, it doesn't really impress me because the hardware isn't as impressive as the jump from, let's say, a PlayStation 3 or to a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 2 to a PlayStation 3. Doesn't really hit the same. It looks like a nice upgrade, but for me it's not essential. So that's why I'm still using this broken Switch and why I'm not upgrading anytime soon. I know other people feel the same way as I do about the Switch 2. I know it's got a lot of criticism since it's come out, and many people have said if you own the Switch, the original Switch, you don't need to upgrade it, especially if you have the Switch OLED. You don't really need to upgrade to the Switch 2, and I totally agree with that. Honestly, if you have no reason to upgrade, if your original Switch works fine, then you don't really need to give Nintendo your cash. But I understand if you do want to play those next generation games which are not out on the Switch 1 yet, or the original Switch yet. I understand if you want to play the Mario open world or any other games with more graphically, impressive performance on the new hardware. So I thought about it as well, but then I thought to myself, why do I need to upgrade a system which I only play occasionally? And for me, because I play occasionally, I can make that decision. But if you are a Switch fan, I would understand why you'd like to upgrade. So that's basically what I wanted to share around my experience. And guys, let me know if you still have your original Switch or the Switch OLED, or if you've upgraded to the Switch 2 or are planning to upgrade to the Switch 2. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.